Dude, you boys got to come in and turn everything on.
No, it's all turned on. It's,
then
it's
he
taping now.
Oh.
Actually, maybe we could start. Yeah, and he'll just edit it.
Before we what I want to say.
What do you want to do?
What I want to ask you. I want to ask you something. Oh, what happened with the doctor? Did you go to
I didn't go to a doctor.
Did you go yesterday?
No.
Oh, so you only got the one tomorrow? And tomorrow's the Tostro guy, right?
2 tomorrow. I got my primary and I got the urologist. Urologist. So whenever you want to start.
When do you take your thing again? Your scan? For the cancer scan?
Next week.
That went over good, bro. I got a lot of people fucking texting me.
I can't believe how many.
What, 300?
Okay, so
300 is a lot?
For one day, I might be.
It might stop at 300.
It might, it's not Joe Rogan.
Have you heard from anybody?
Yeah, I've heard from a few people. Hello again from Vincent the Coparazzi, where you can find me on Facebook and on YouTube. Or Vincent Casale is my personal page on Facebook, but the Coparazzi is the book podcast page. I encourage people to please comment on that page, and we can maybe have a rapport, go back and forth. I mean, today, my guest today here is... who doesn't mind? People might say, does he mind you calling him that? But he is the original Joe Fats from Flushing, Queens, who had friends from every neighborhood, in College Point to Bayside to the Hill, just up the strip of neighborhoods from Main Street and Union Turnpike. Anyway, so the reason I say that is because... And I got to put my headphones on to hear better.
Where's mine?
You don't have to wear them, he told me. Just talk, but you won't hear what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So the reason I say that is because I don't know what the numbers are on podcasts, but we had 300 views yesterday, and it wasn't even a day. And I'm going to have to attribute that to Joseph because, even when I post him with me online in Facebook or Instagram, I always get more likes when him or my mother are in the pictures. So maybe I'll make him my sidekick. Look, Johnny had Eddie, and that jerk Howard Stern had one for years and still does. So maybe you could be my sidekick, and we'll get more.
I liked it.
More shows going. I mean, like I said, since I have become a podcast, I have researched it, and I have seen it's like anything else, man. When something goes, 1 million people want to do it. And now a lot of people are doing it without studios. They're doing it on TikTok, Instagram, because you can just tape yourself. You don't even...
People do it from their apartments.
People do it from their cars. They do it from everywhere. And so everybody... It's really all about nothing in the end because... but it's opinions, and it's letting out some steam, if you will. And I promised that I would always do that in the beginning of my show. So today I'm going to start with, since we both experienced that, my everydayism as annoyance is air traveling. It is so bad. You would think in the year 2026 you can get on like a plane, be there, and everything would run smooth. People are always going to be people. Now, you and I just landed, so we know.
It's terrible.
It's insanely terrible with all the immigration lines and all the regular lines. I mean, people just do not motivate themselves to move
It's just the people who stand up in the plane.
Yeah, people do not motivate.
I'm talking about
the workers. People do not motivate themselves to move any faster than they have to. And as far as the plane, when you land, how many of you people out there don't get it? I mean, it's rude, to try to jump ahead of people, and you're not going anywhere. It's just there's no excuse me's anymore. There's no thank yous. The plane stops, like you said. The pilot tells you to stay seated. They don't stay seated. They get to the what do you call it? Not the runway. The
tarmac.
The tarmac, and people are jumping for their bags, hitting people in the head, and it's just. If you fly a lot and you hear me today, which you might not, just be cognizant of the rudeness and what you might be doing to someone else. Just take your time. If you're sitting in the back, then you're sitting in the back for a reason. Not so you could jump up to aisle 1 and beat the guy in aisle 1 out of the plane because you paid for cheaper seats in aisle 35. Just be cognizant. Do you have any pet peeves for today, or just one you want to?
Just that The same thing with, that's a pain in the ass. The cell phone also, people trying to pay online, talking on the phone, just pay for your shit and get out.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I had that the other day at Wendy's, and even the girl at the counter was complaining because she was like, the guy is ordering food from me and he's on his phone.
Right,
You can't wait
exactly.
5 minutes.
Right.
And
What's so important?
yeah, so these are things that are constantly going on that nobody seems to give a shit about.
Correct.
And so I'm just mentioning it because I give a shit about it, because I'm not rude like that. I'm not going to preach anything I don't practice.
That plane thing's got to be for everybody. I'd say 90% of people who fly.
90% of people who fly don't realize what's going on there. And that's why you have all these fights now on planes.
Oh, it's
and
crazy, man.
Oh, it's crazy. They have police on planes. Matter of fact, the stewardess had even said when we got on the plane, we appreciate no arguing, because it's getting to be such a problem.
Yeah, no, it's every day.
I mean, maybe Mike Tyson had the right idea when the guy was bothering him and he tell him, leave me alone. The guy won't leave him alone. He punched him.
Crazy Mike.
But anyway, as of
Dude,
today,
even in the Waffle House, I see all these brawls. They have brawls in the Waffle House.
it's just
over
crazy
just
what's
ordering
going on.
McDonald's, just tossing people out of the way, throwing them over the counter. Crazy.
Yeah, the world is upside down. They can blame whoever they want, but you have to look inside yourself before you blame whoever you want. Is there anything today that interests you? I know last time we spoke about dating, and we spoke about probably not much. Oh, yeah, we spoke a little bit about your job. And that's the other thing with the airports. I mean, Fort Lauderdale Airport is going to have to open up another something because the traffic there is
a lot of people in South Florida right now.
Yeah, but it's so inconvenient. I mean,
It's 10 degrees up north. Everybody's busted out.
I know, I get that. What's new? Anything else new in the nightlife, in the circuit?
It's only been like a week or two
Since
we've had our last discussion.
Yeah, but is there anything else that you might want to talk about? You could talk about anything here without getting crazy where we,
You start it up. I'll get it going. I'll chime in.
You'll chime in.
You're the podcasting guy. I'm a
not-
sidekick, bro.
I'm your
sidekick, man.
I'm the podcast.
I'm Boo Boo. You're Yogi. I'm Boo Boo. That's
Well,
it.
let's talk about, since this is also a pop culture venue, I just can't understand the complete idiocy of celebrities today. Just can't understand it.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
think they're relevant.
They
I
think
guess.
they're relevant. They don't. Like my last guest was a person, and I'll have future guests that'll be regular people who understand what should be going on in America, not people that live behind gated communities and don't have a really shit. They have a shit knowledge of what goes on in the world.
Zero.
I don't care how smart they are, how many scripts they could rehearse. They have a shit knowledge.
The amazing part is how people feed into it. Like they really care what some kind of movie star says or whatever. Who
But
gives
they
who
do
cares?
feed
just do
into
your movie. Yeah, people do absolutely.
Well,
Just do your movie, sing your songs, and move along.
Well,
man.
the hypocrisy of that is they concentrate on one thing, like they concentrate on ICE, let's say. How come now you're not concentrating on the billions of dollars that the governor and his minions are involved in?
Yeah,
whether you
don't hear
believe
nothing
it or
about
not.
the fraud. They're more worried about what's happening in the streets.
Yeah, how come you're not worried about the people that ICE might be taking out that might be killing someone tomorrow?
Absolutely.
So you know what? If you're gonna, you have your platform, you could say whatever you want. You could disagree. Now the thing about the ICE thing that bothers me is that they forget, or they don't forget, they just won't mention Bill Clinton or Barack Obama and George Bush imported what do you call? I mean,
Deported.
deported more
Of
people
course.
than Trump.
There's video everywhere. If you just
So
watch the
why
videotapes.
is again? It's a hypocrisy thing. It's a hatred
It's a
thing.
hatred
Rhea.
thing. That's
Why
the
is
bottom
everything
line.
they do okay and everything we do not? I am not here to pro Trump or bash Trump, but it's common sense in my opinion.
Yeah, well, that's what it comes down to. You got common sense and you got stupidity.
I mean, there are people that are willing to have people die because they don't like one man.
Look at New York right now. That incident they got going on up there with the police officer. Guy was going to stabbed his wife, stabbed the cop, and they shot him. And the mayor, instead of like condoling what's happening,
No, well,
he goes visits the family.
They know what they got in that mayor. Well, that, you see, I try to, I have to weed the good and the bad out because I don't know what's AI anymore. So now you tell me he went to visit the family. It could be an AI thing. Right. I mean, this AI, in my opinion, is going to destroy this country one day. I'm sure it's not just my opinion, but they are going to ruin it because people are going to watch things and believe it. I mean,
people very, very gullible right now.
Yeah, and just recently, because I'm on all the, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok.
See, I don't do no social media.
Yeah, but I have to do social media because I have to get this out.
Because I'd be on the attack.
Yeah, I mean, but there are many things that you know aren't true if you have a half a brain. Now, how many times they post on Facebook that a celebrity died. Just the other day, I thought Joe Torre and Reggie Jackson died.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
And, you know, and I'm a big Yankee fan, and I said, I didn't hear that. But if you don't expand, like I Googled both of them, and that's where you would know, because it would say they died today. I mean, it's up to the minute with Whip Keating and all of that. They know if someone died.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, but why do people even post this shit? You know, and now there's these new memes where there's like a person from another century is talking to a person, and you know, but there are very gullible people that will believe anything. So if someone said there was a bomb went off in wherever today, there might be some nut job that believes it, doesn't investigate it, and wants to retaliate.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So that's why I believe AI is funny. Don't get me wrong.
Hysterical.
I mean, some of those things with Trump doing Michael Jackson dances and stuff, they really crack me up, man. But you know, there's just so much in the world that's ridiculous, and AI is one of them, in my opinion. And social media is another, because it's just, you want to talk about fake news. You don't have a Facebook account, I know.
No.
There are things on there you might call me up and say, Vin, did you hear that? And I'm like, no, you better.
Facebook is fake.
You better research it, because it's a lot of bullshit. Especially, they know a lot of people like pop culture, like I do, and they like to read about celebrities, and especially the old ones. Now, sometimes they'll post stuff back from the 30s and 40s of movie stars. I already, as a person who knows all that shit, and have had that useless information in my mind my whole life, no, that wasn't. They can't prove any of these stories. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
100%.
But people read them and go, wow, did you hear Cary Grant? Did you hear this? It's just...
Because a lot of people just, once again, from
got no life.
From the last podcast, people stay home so much with nothing to do. They just go on the computer, and it's just constant fucking absorbing whatever's coming in. And that's the way, it's just it. Instead of watching TV, they're on the computer. Or instead of being out.
Well, we have a family member that
computer.
doesn't even own a TV. We won't say who he is, but all he does is social media.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, there's good and there's bad. Same thing, I always say that about the computer itself. The computer is a world of knowledge. Remember when we were young, you used to have the encyclopedias?
No, it's amazing. It's like AI. It's a great thing, but, you know, it's just too much sometimes.
It hurts a lot of people, and... I think I'm getting better with the and-ums. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, at least you're not stuttering today yet.
I'm not stuttering today. And if you are going to be my sidekick, you have to have some good information for me.
I mean,
you have to tell me
last
something
minute
interesting.
You last minute me, bro. If I'm going to have to now, at nighttime, I'm going to have to, like, you know, be like Sid Rosenberg. I'm going to have to go home and do my little notes and stuff.
Yeah, man. If you want to be
maybe I might have to even go on social media now.
You might have to go on social media. How'd your
I can't do Facebook. I can't.
How'd your friends react to the show?
Oh, it was awesome. I got calls from people I haven't spoken to in like years, you know, because I still got my same phone number. Other people getting in touch with me that people I knew sent it to them.
Yeah, I saw one on there that
crazy.
said, we have 4 of us in total brothers, and someone posted that you will always be the favorite.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, and... like I said, we're just 2 New Yorkers chewing the shit. And like, if you watched any of the other people that do this stuff, whether it's on whether it's on Instagrams or what's the other one, TikTok and all of this, it's basically what we're doing here. Did you hear that one guy that you like, what does the paintings and the
Scott?
Scott. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good. Even the comedian
he's
who
great.
wears the Yankee hats and
Relentless
stuff. Did you ever
Patriots.
see him?
Who's that?
He actually got a movie part out of it. You know, the guy from New York. And he'll go on and say, I'm in the Yankee clubhouse, and I'm like,
I don't know. You know, I don't know about Yankee stuff.
yeah. And he really isn't in the Yankee clubhouse, but he makes believe he's
There's
the
a lot of
manager.
people off social media that become, you know,
Well, that's
whether
what I'm saying.
influencers or whatever. I see them. You know,
I
they're
don't
making money
expect
off
to
of
be
that.
anything great, but I got to tell you, somebody asked me this morning, a friend of mine on the phone, I said, you know what? I can get a part-time job. I don't need the extra money, thank God. And why would I want to do something I don't want to do? So this is what I want to do.
I got to start writing down some of my escapades
but you
in
know,
Uber.
it could
I'll be
come-
able to bring that to the table.
Into where? From where?
From my Uber experiences.
Okay.
I get
You
some.
could-
I
we're
get
gonna
some.
talk
I
about-
get some characters in my car.
This is all. Well, that would be interesting. Sure, it would.
Moving forward, I could do that.
I mean, I'm sure you get anything from business people to strippers. I mean,
Entertainers. They're not
entertainers.
strippers.
Have you
We
gotten
have to
any
stop calling them
entertainers?
strippers. We have to call them
have
entertainers.
you gotten any legitimate entertainers?
I get plenty of entertainers.
No. Have you
They're
gotten-
Uber. What am I going to do, bro? It's
No.
my
Have you
job.
gotten any public figures?
I've gotten nobody famous.
Nobody.
Nobody famous yet.
But you're like the guy who likes to chat, so you've had some interesting conversations.
I've had some interesting people. I had some people. I've had these guys from Texas, oil tycoons, man, with oil people, money people.
So you get to know a little bit about what's going on besides just working.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They might tell you something. Do you know that there's shit in South Florida's, going on? And
even politically, you get people in your car. Everyone's got their own opinions about politics.
yeah,
man.
I don't like doing that. Well, I like doing it with people that agree with me. But
Well, that's what I mean. When people get in the car, you never. If they bring it up, I talk about it. If they don't, I don't say
the
nothing.
problem about people agreeing with me or not agreeing with me is they never agree with you. I do bend the,
Right.
I bend the broom a little bit, and I'll say, you're right, he did say that, he shouldn't have said that, but I still believe in Republicans. But won't give you anything. I mean, this guy can cure cancer, and they'll say he's really trying to kill everyone. I mean, it's so sick, man, that people have lost friends, family members. And
Absolutely.
I haven't gotten to that point because I don't bother with a lot of people.
Dude, it's out of control. Especially not even. I mean, when you're breaking into a church, you know what I mean. People worship it, and you're breaking. That's like the low. That's like. I mean, you can't be any lower than that to annoy people, and at a time like that. I mean, you know what I mean. That just shows you how low they really are. It's always how low can you go, and they always seem to go lower than they possibly can, man. That's the issue. That's why I moved down here. Politics down here is beautiful.
Excuse me.
Santa's the best. Hopefully,
I don't know if
Donald's
he's the
gets in
best,
right
but-
behind.
Look, again,
you're negative about everything.
I'm not
anyway,
negative
bro.
about everything because I do believe in my side. I'm a Republican.
So,
I'm
okay,
not
so if he's not
ashamed
the
of
best,
it,
what's
but
your negativity towards DeSantis? What has he done?
I think he's chasing people out of Florida with all this building and fees and insurances and.
Dude, it's life. What do you mean? It's not DeSantis. Insurance companies want their money.
Well,
when
he
they
could-
pay out billions of dollars in hurricanes, they got to get their money back.
Excuse me.
He's trying to do away with property taxes.
Well, I don't see. There's a thing I don't think he can do because
Trying.
where they're going to get their money from?
My personal opinion,
How they going to pay cops? How they going to pay?
I think they'll raise the tourism tax a little bit, and they might even they could raise the sales tax. Florida sales tax is like the lowest in the country.
I guess so. You're right. I lean.
And
to
it won't
the
be for.
negative.
Don't forget, the property tax is only if you live here. It's not going to be for people who live in other states and have property down here. They're still going to pay taxes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's part of the deal too.
So I'm a homesteader. I would get the full benefit
Correct.
out of it. I hope so, man. I mean, again, things take time. Everything takes time, and
I mean, just look at our state, okay? You can't do nothing down here. Imagine you try doing what's going on in the other states over here. You'd be in jail in like 10 seconds, bro. They don't play down here.
no, they don't. They don't.
They don't play down
You're
That's
right.
why everything's nice and clean. You know what I mean? You can walk the streets. You ain't got to worry about it. I walk at night, walk my dog 10, 11 o'clock at night. I ain't got no worries.
Okay. I mean, there are some things, I guess, because of the money issues. Is now my building, for instance.
He just passed the law that you can take the driver's test in a different language. If you don't understand English, you can't get a driver's test.
That's why you have to be my sidekick here. I don't even know about that stuff.
Well,
I
I'm
just
up on
know
all
about,
that.
I know a lot of useless stuff, but
That's good for Americans too, because now all the people that ain't speaking the language ain't gonna be able to get a driver's license. Now that'll be other jobs for Americans.
Yeah, but is that now again? Where'd you read that? That you can't take a driver's test. I'm sure
It's all over the news.
You're going to tell me that there are people in Florida that don't have a license because they don't speak English?
It just went into effect.
Because I guarantee you there are a lot of people that have.
It just went into effect.
Yeah, that's
Google
what
it.
happens.
They got to do that countrywide.
Well,
because if you can't speak English, how the hell are you reading signs, dude?
Well, that's what I'm saying about. That's why I like Megyn Kelly.
Oh, she's the best.
I love her, man.
She
Her
is
balls
the
are
best.
bigger than all her male counterparts. She just had a run-in with that Pierce Morgan.
I seen that. I saw that.
And she said, I don't give a fuck
Right.
that there are 10 million people that speak Spanish.
Right.
There's 140 that don't, or whatever, 140 million that don't. And, she's realistic, man. She's fair. But some of these people, they just try to make it like it's... Well, maybe it is the new United States. I don't know. I'll be around long enough to see my grandchildren, how they prosper when they're my age. Definitely not when they're my age. But, it's just a different world. I mean, unfortunately, my last guest was from East Harlem, and my mind could think about memories from East Harlem when me and you and I were children. People don't think that today.
No.
It's not as...
Look at our neighbor. We grew up in, you won't even recognize it.
You won't even recognize it. Maybe
Queens.
Yeah, and so a lot of people are moving here, and we'll see how it explodes or what happens with it. But other than that, like I said, we're new at this. We're just gonna anything that comes into your head, or if you want to write something down for the next time, you can do that, and we'll discuss that. I still want to do my mind benders first.
You got to come up with good topics.
I think we can come up with a lot of good topics, but we happen to, this is my third show, so we're swinging into getting to know. I know
It's my
not only
second show.
Getting to know each other as far as conversation, but
well, we had a good topic last time. We talked about dating.
This is not a bad topic. We kind of just went from one thing to the other, which is what I don't mind doing at all. If I have a specific person on, like the last person I had on was a writer, so I want to talk about a book, obviously. But if I'm talking to you, you have to be like your boy Sid, like you said, and just things off the top of your head. But we're just two Queens boys just chewing the shit, And I got to learn. I took Toastmasters for a while, and there's Toastmasters about how you learn how to speak. And you speak in front of people and audiences, and they test you on the ums. But you know what's funny about that? A lot of the professionals that I listen to do the same fucking thing.
I guess
if you really listen to someone on
lose
TV,
a thought,
you'll hear them go, Some people are pretty good that don't do it.
You could be like Francesco and fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see. I'm not a sports freak, so I don't. But some people. Really famous people do that, but some people don't. My favorites are Bill O'Reilly. I think Bill O'Reilly, he could be pompous.
Also, DeSantis could legalize marijuana and make big money off of that in tax too.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people still believe it's a drug.
Yeah, but it's legalized across the country.
Yeah, I know.
Even Trump, I'm just saying,
Trump has to realize
you want to figure out a way to make money. I mean, you want to do away with property taxes.
Yeah, but
sell some weed.
Yeah, but so they had a section in the Toastmasters. So but is a word. So if you say so, it's so interesting, and you can't escape it. I've seen people at Toastmasters that have been there for years, and they'll still do that. It's human nature, I suppose. I'm happy doing what I do right now. I hope it generates. I hope
You get
become
different people.
more
and
interesting.
Different things.
And I hope that my guests become more interesting.
You got to get on, like I said, we got to peel the cover.
Got to peel the cover. Because it's all, again, if you listen to all the others, it's all the same.
Right. Can't talk about sports. Our New York teams suck.
You know, but it's all the same as far as venting. It's all the same. And now, and you asked me last time because you're not on social media, there's so many people discussing relationships. A lot of men are bitter or whatever, and they really try to point out why you shouldn't, at 60 and above, be involved with anybody. Just have fun and live your life. And it's interesting, though. I mean,
some people,
but the body count thing came up last time we spoke because it's all over the internet now. If people pay attention, you'll see some, even there's a divorce lawyer guy that has his own podcast, but he does it on, and that's what they talk about. And so I guess it's interesting.
Dude, I meet people at church. I have no idea what their backgrounds are.
And that's a good thing.
No idea.
So anyway, for today, we'll cut it short for today, but...
Because I'm boring today?
No, I'm boring. You're not boring at all. I mean, no, I told you, without
I'm coming prepared next time.
Without you, I wouldn't have got the movement I got.
Right.
To me, you know, I've been on social media a while, and it might not be a lot for another website.
Well, maybe, you know, you need to get the other brother on. He's an interesting character.
Both of them are, but the other brother's a really interesting character. We got so many people. I just want to introduce ourselves to the radio world.
Maybe one day all four of us will sit down.
One day anybody could sit down.
I'm saying me, you, Brother Ant, Brother Tom.
Yeah, I don't know how much Brother Ant would have to say, but
you know, he's got input.
And he's got a lot of input. Yeah, he's got a lot of input. And so I appreciate you being here. You're welcome on anytime.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
We'll do it again, and that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it is for today. So it's the Coparazzi on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And please comment. That's the purpose of all this, too. If you think I'm boring or you think Joe Fats is boring, then tell us.
If you're ever in Florida and you need to pick up at the airport, Joey's Car Service, 516-351-6840.
There you go.
There you go. I get to promote myself today.
And if you want to be on my show or have a drink somewhere, you know where to find me as well. Till next time.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos.
Ciao.
Thank you.